Hey guys, Croft is here. In this video I'm gonna cover the latest news about Alien Awakening and the engineers. In a recent interview about Alien Covenant, Ridley Scott revealed some interesting details about Alien Awakening, so stay tuned as I go over them. As many of you probably know, the script for the sequel is already written and it describes what happens after the events in Alien Covenant. First of all, Ridley confirms that some engineers are in fact alive and will return. He says engineers will return on the Paradise, discovering that the planet they seeded with life has been destroyed. I think it's pretty obvious that people David killed were not the same type of engineers we've seen in Prometheus, but another humanoid race created by engineers. In some interviews, Ridley himself called these people engineers and the planet their homeworld. But I think Ridley did that just for the sake of simplicity and because there wasn't any other name for these people who looked pretty much like engineers. It's a little bit ironic that a lot of people complained about Prometheus because the movie focused more on engineers than aliens. Contrary, Alien Covenant upset many fans because of the lack of engineers in the story. So when the engineers return on their decimated planet, they may find Walter. As I mentioned in my other video, in the Alien Covenant novel, we learn that David defeated Walter and made him stay on the Paradise. According to this concept art, maybe engineers will also find Shaw or her clone somewhere in the city. The next important thing Ridley mentions is that there will be 3 or 4 different players coming to investigate what happened on the Paradise planet. One of them is engineers, and Ridley sees them as gardeners of space that revisit their planets on a regular basis. We don't know about the other 2 or 3, but they may be colonial marines and a group of people from Weyland-Yutani, since we know that in the novel David contacted the company to report about xenomorphs and his observations on them. From the original Alien movie, we also know that Weyland-Yutani has been actively searching for extraterrestrial life, so it would be pretty logical for them to try to reach David. I also look forward to seeing how engineers would react after discovering that one of their worlds has been destroyed. We've seen how violent the engineer was in Prometheus right after awakening. Imagine how engineers would behave knowing that their creations were brutally decimated. Lastly, when the interviewer asks about if Ridley would try to connect the prequels to the original Alien movie, Ridley responds, "Where we go next is obvious, we're gonna actually go to the planet." He didn't give us any more details on what he meant by the planet, but it's logical to assume that the planet he's talking about is LV-426. It's possible that David thought that the black goo wouldn't be strong enough as a weapon to destroy engineers, and he used the planet 4 to develop xenomorphs. So after the events in Alien Covenant, equipped with a new bioweapon, David would probably go to the true engineer homeworld, which may be LV-426. There is also a theory that colonial marines and engineers would engage in a fight which would lead to the destruction of the entire planet, or the engineer homeworld would be destroyed by xenomorphs as we see in the Alien Covenant poster. These of course just theories, but we do know for sure that engineers are alive and will return in Alien Awakening, and we know that there's gonna be 3 or 4 different players on the planet 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to my channel for more Alien content.